Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lakbay. My name is 134 and I hope you have a good time today. In a previous episode, we failed to get through the door, but we have finished our initial treasure room with our first 7 pieces of treasure for this series. Besides that, we were also able to move our farm from our rather bad farm beside our house to a rather nice farm underneath the ocean. It's still a rather small farm, but it's definitely more than enough for a single player like me. So let's also show that off. It's right under here from the beach and underneath the ocean. So here we have some wheat growing, and from that wheat we can make some bread, which is now my main food source. Now, that's that base goal done. It is now time for us to talk about what we want to do for this episode. And the first thing I want to do is to work on our basement, because right now it's just an empty room with nothing in it. I at least want to have some function to this basement, and so I have decided to connect this basement to our mine. But how do we know where the mine is? We can't just dig willy-nilly and hope to reach the mine. I am thinking of a rather low-tech way, which is basically just to place these blocks and use them to measure my distance towards the mine. And hope I can use these blocks to estimate my distance and know the right direction towards the mine. So I'll use these to figure out where I should dig. And then I'll be back once we are able to locate where the mine is in relation to the surface. Alright, we have now placed all the cobblestone blocks we need to navigate through the mine. I've also went ahead and counted how many cobblestone blocks it is to reach the mine, both in this direction and in that direction, so that hopefully when we start digging, we are able to reach exactly this point. And so let us now start with the digging. So here we now have our basic tunnel all the way from the mine, all the way back to our house. Right now the torches are a bit placed willy-nilly, so I'll just replace them. Let's just do that properly this time. Because I don't like torches on the floor when it's in a passage like this. But besides that, just like what I did with this entrance to the house, I'm thinking of expanding the tunnel soon to at least a 3x3, just so it's not as cramped as you walk between the two places. Now, another thing I wanted to do for this episode, in terms of the base, is to start a railway system. Starting from the basement to the mine and vice versa. Just a couple of rails for us to start moving ourselves and our items from the mine to the base. Now, I don't know how hard it is to make rails in this version, but minecarts already exist, so rails must exist. For now, I'll just melt some iron, keep some of these blocks in our chests, and then I'll be back once all the iron has been smelted. Excellent! All our iron has been smelted and it's all in our inventory. Now it is time for us to start making our first rails. So, I'm pretty sure that to make rails, all we need are some sticks and some iron. And it makes us 16 rails. Okay, that's amazing. Now, besides that, for our progression goal, we also need some minecarts. So we're gonna make 2 of those, and the rest will be used to make rails. And then to make the minecart with furnace, all we need is a furnace and a minecart. To make minecart with furnace and to make a minecart with chest, all we need is of course a chest and a minecart. So once we move items with the minecart and the chest, I'm pretty sure that uses coal, we'll be able to finish another one of our progression goals. So let's start laying down our rails. I'm gonna have to pick up that iron at some point. Let's hope this reaches in the first place. It's possible it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some more iron. We're gonna make it reach the mine. And then we're gonna finish this railway and then start moving our items. So we'll now be able to move our items between this chest, for example, and our house. But yeah, I'll also take the chance to expand our tunnel to a 3x3. So here we have our new tunnel from our basement all the way to the mine. And it looks much better in my opinion now. So to do our progression goal, let's start moving some of our extra cobblestone from the chest upstairs all the way to the mine. To do that, we're gonna have to put our minecart in furnace and use a piece of coal on it. And then watch it go. Technically, I could just push this minecart myself, but it's much more fun just watching the minecart in furnace push it along until we get to the mine. Get there, get there, get there. Hooray! And we now have transported items from one place to another. It's a very simple railway because it's only it's literally only a one-way system. But I'll take it. I would say that reaches our progression goal because we have now utilized both the minecart with furnace and the minecart with chest to move items from one place to another. Now, because the minecart with furnace just pushes the minecart with chest along, we could technically have just left it to go towards the mine, but of course we needed to show it happening so that we could say that the progression goal was truly met. Now, what else do we have left for this update? Well, we still need to make up a cactus farm, and we still need to gather a dozen eggs. Right now, we only have 10, and so I'll wait around to find some chickens and gather some eggs from them. So I'll do that, and I'll update you once I have met that goal. But now, let us work on that last one, that cactus farm. I'm thinking of also having it underground, similar to what we had with our submarine farm over here. But that said, I'm thinking of connecting it to our tunnel we just made. To our tunnel from the basement to the mine. That seems like a good idea to me. So that we could keep utilizing this railway to move items from one place to another. Alright, let's go choose a place. While I'm trying to decide where to put the cactus farm, I've locked this chicken with me to try and force the last 2 eggs. Let's see what happens. Come on, chicken. I know you can lay an egg. Or two. Please? Finally, our first egg. Let's wait for one more. There we go. That's our 12th egg. Let's get out of here and free this chicken. This poor chicken. Come here. Get out of there. Come on, chicken. Yay! Thank you for your service, chicken. That is another progression goal done. We now have 12 eggs. Wait. Did we lose a flower? There you go. Pretty sure that's where the flower was. But we now have 12 eggs and another progression goal done. And so all that's left for us is to go and finally do that cactus farm. Now I'm gonna go a bit crazy and do another underwater build. This time I'm gonna be using this area over here. So from the middle of our house, you can have it line up with the middle of the house and go over here in a 17 by 17 area. So starting from here is gonna be glass all the way through. I don't even know if I have enough sand for it, but we'll find out, I guess. But I'm planning on having it harvest around a stack of cactus at a time, or at least grow a stack of cactus at a time. I don't even know if that farm design works in this version, but we're gonna find out. Alright, I'm gonna go replace the glass now. I'll replace the sand now with glass, and I'll be back once I've done that. So here we have our square of glass done. Our next step is to go from our basement, dig a small passageway down into this area and dig out at least 3 high or at least 3 deep underneath this glass square. Let's go. So this is now the pit where we will have a cactus farm. Our next step is to actually put in the cactus and the way with which we will farm them. So this is a design that is based on a later version of Minecraft. So I guess we're still gonna find out whether it actually works here. So what we're gonna do is to first place all of the sand and all of the cactus. Right, so cactus doesn't grow easily since it needs to be free from blocks beside it. So if you put a transparent block beside it, then the cactus block should break off and be able to be connected by, say, a water stream. That's what we're gonna try to do next. Is first we're gonna see whether this cactus grows, and then whether we could automatically break off the cactus using water stream. So this is what it looks like for now. We're gonna wait around and see whether this cactus grows. Alright. So cactus does grow. Wow, that is weird. But anyway, cactus does grow over here. And now what we need to do next is to figure out how we can stop them from growing. How we can break them automatically rather. And put them into a water stream. Just have plants instead of stairs. So the plan here is to have some blocks here in the middle and have signs next to them to automatically break the cactus blocks. That's the plan. Now we're gonna see whether that actually works to break the cactus. So I'm gonna be back once I've crafted all the signs, or at least have crafted some signs, and then we're gonna see whether that actually works to break the cactus. Well, this is a good sign. As soon as I place the sign next to the cactus, on the top left and top right side of the screen, you can see the cactus block breaks. So now, all that's left to be seen is whether that keeps breaking and cactus grows, and it doesn't, unfortunately. Apparently signs don't break it. Oh. we're gonna have to find another way of farming this cactus for now. Okay, so new plan. We're just gonna start placing cobblestone next to each pair of cactus. And that's gonna slightly decrease the efficiency of this farm since there's a chance that it's gonna hit the cobblestone and therefore break on the cactus itself. Ow. But we are getting some cactus out of this, so it does work this way. So we're just gonna have to be patient, a lot more patient, with how much cactus we can grow out of this farm. So we would now know that the cactus farm works if there's the cactus in the middle here, right? We have now broken enough cactus to have some sort of farm working here. So I'll wait some more to see whether new cactus grows, and it does it still. The cobblestone does not block the cactus. Let me think this through once more. Alright, so I did a little bit of research or a little bit of searching about cactus farms in Alpha, and I have one more last-ditch effort, and that is basically to simply lower down the entire floor, make sure that there's another air block on top, and then try the signs, try the blocks once again, see whether they automatically break the cactus. Because my goal here, as our progression goal, is to have a semi-automatic cactus farm, so let's try that. Small scale test didn't work. With signs, let's try full blocks now. Cobblestone doesn't work, so I'm now gonna try dirt and ladders. Let's see whether those break cactus automatically. Okay, I have strange news. I have been trying this with many different blocks, and it just seems like it's very inconsistent. Some of it just grows, but some of this bugged. But we are getting some cactus out of this farm. Looks like the wood is the most consistent so far, especially the wooden planks. I might just change everything to wooden planks and see how that goes. But I would also like to retest the signs and see whether those help. Oops. I'd like to retest signs and see how that helps, but looks like wooden planks might be our winner in terms of what blocks I should place next to cactus. Also, I'm gonna place the water streams and put some ladders underneath to start gathering all our cactus. So signs ended up being our best choice in breaking the cactus, since those do work, but just not consistently, but it's the best we have. I've also put in the water streams to put all the cactus inside holes in the floor, and when we go under the floor, we now see that we have extra water streams that bring us the cactus into our inventory. And with that, we have now finished our cactus farm, our last progression goal for version Alpha 1.0.14. So in the next episode, we'll be moving forward to the next version of Minecraft. We'll be making new progression goals, and it will be harder work to finish those progression goals. So if you want to see more, please do feel free to subscribe. But for now, the grind continues. Bye everyone!